Energy is everything. It's the most valuable resource you have, more precious than gold or wealth. Yet, most people give it away freely, unknowingly, unwittingly, and without protection. You walk through life like a leaky bucket, your energy spilling into every encounter, every relationship, every negative thought that enters your mind. But what if you could stop them from draining you? What if you could reclaim that energy, protect it, and use it to build your power, your influence, and your purpose? Niccolo Machiavelli, the master of power dynamics, understood human nature better than anyone. He knew that every encounter with another person is a battle for power. Even when we don't realize it, people are constantly trying to siphon our energy to fuel their own ambitions. Whether it's the manipulative colleague, the draining friend, or the toxic romantic partner, they're stealing your energy, and it's time you protected it. This video is your battle plan. I'm going to teach you how to shield your energy, protect your life force, and ultimately take back control of your life. But understand this, the path to power is not for the weak-hearted. If you want to live a life full of vitality, purpose, and control, you must learn how to protect your energy at all costs. 1. The energy vampires. To understand how to protect your energy, you first need to understand who is stealing it. Let's talk about energy vampires. The people who show up in your life, suck the life out of you, and leave you feeling drained, anxious, or simply defeated. These vampires don't always look like monsters. Often, they wear the mask of friendship, family, or even love. They feed off your empathy, your attention, and your emotional investment. They thrive on your emotional highs and lows, and their very presence makes you feel like you're always giving, but never receiving. Some common types of energy vampires include the drama queen/king, constantly stirring up trouble and demanding attention through emotional outbursts. The victim. These individuals want you to constantly feel sorry for them. They never take responsibility for their own actions, yet expect you to give them your time and energy. The manipulator, using guilt, shame, or passive-aggressive behavior to gain control of your emotions. The narcissist, always talking about themselves, leaving no room for you to express your own thoughts, feelings, or opinions. Energy vampires can leave you emotionally exhausted, and in the worst cases, make you feel like you're losing pieces of yourself. Machiavelli taught that to protect your power, you must be aware of these threats and take strategic actions to cut them off. 2. The power of boundaries. One of the most important lessons Machiavelli teaches in The Prince is the idea of boundaries. Boundaries are the lines you draw around your time, energy, and emotions. They're the fences that protect your life force from being stolen. Without boundaries, you're a walking target for energy theft. Imagine this. Every time someone makes an unreasonable demand on your time or energy, you either say yes or feel pressure to comply. In doing so, you unknowingly give away pieces of your power. You give them the keys to your kingdom, keys they didn't earn, but took by exploiting your lack of boundaries. To protect your energy, you must learn to say no. You must learn to set clear, firm boundaries that protect your emotional and psychological space. When you do this, you regain control. You no longer become the pawn in other people's games. You become the master of your own energy. How to establish boundaries. Be clear and firm. When someone asks for your time or energy, be clear about your limits. Learn to say no without guilt. Saying no is an act of self-respect. You don't need to explain yourself or apologize. Communicate with conviction. Stand your ground and don't back down when you know it's necessary to protect your energy. 3. The energy of purpose. Machiavelli understood that true power comes from within. The people who truly succeed are those who know exactly what they want, and more importantly, why they want it. Purpose is an unstoppable force. When you have a clear sense of purpose, no one can drain your energy without your consent. Purpose serves as your personal fortress. It gives you focus, direction, and resilience. When you're anchored in your purpose, you can spot energy thieves from miles away. You become less susceptible to distractions, drama, and negativity. Instead of reacting emotionally to others, you act strategically. How to protect your energy through purpose. Find your mission. Identify what you're passionate about, what drives you, and what gives you a sense of fulfillment. Stay focused. When you know your purpose, everything else falls into place. You can identify what is worth your time and energy and what is not. Create a vision for your future. A strong vision will give you the stamina to push forward, even when others try to sap your energy. 4. The power of silence and detachment. Machiavelli believed that a wise ruler does not show all his cards. In the same way, you must learn the power of silence and emotional detachment in protecting your energy. The more you share with others, the more vulnerable you become. This is not to say you should become cold or unapproachable, but there is power in holding back your emotions, your thoughts, and your vulnerabilities. When you keep your energy close to your chest, you prevent others from exploiting it. How to use silence and detachment to protect your energy. Don't overshare. Keep your personal struggles and emotions to yourself. People will often use your weaknesses against you. Be emotionally detached. Stay calm, composed, and unaffected by the emotions of others. The less emotionally invested you are in someone else's drama, the less your energy is siphoned away. Control your reactions. Avoid reacting impulsively. Think before you speak or act, and choose your responses carefully. 5. Cultivating mental strength and self-awareness. Finally, protecting your energy requires mental fortitude. If you are not aware of your emotional state or your mental well-being, you're susceptible to external influences. People will continue to drain you if you allow it. Self-awareness is your first line of defense. By developing a deep understanding of your emotional triggers, your stressors, and your weaknesses, you can better protect yourself from energy theft. How to build mental strength and self-awareness. Self-reflection. Take time daily to reflect on your thoughts, feelings, and reactions. This will help you become more aware of what drains you. Meditation. Practicing meditation allows you to regain control over your thoughts and emotions. It helps you detach from negativity and strengthen your mental resilience. Focus on growth. Focus on your personal development and avoid stagnation. When you're constantly improving, no one can take your energy unless you give it away willingly. Final thoughts. Energy is power. Your energy is the most valuable asset you have, and it's time you learn how to protect it. By understanding who the energy thieves are, setting clear boundaries, embracing purpose, practicing detachment, and building mental strength, you can shield yourself from those who would try to siphon away your life force. Just like Machiavelli's teachings, protecting your energy isn't about playing the victim. It's about strategy. It's about creating power by knowing when to give and when to hold back. Remember this. You are the master of your own energy. No one can take it from you unless you let them. Start taking back control today. Welcome to the Machiavelli Guide. Now, it's time to reclaim your life force.